Ang dami nyo nga magsulod ka mo di makita ka mo live.
Okay, good
Hi,
day.
everyone. Good afternoon.
Good
Good evening.
Ayan.
Hi, we miss you, Lucy.
Good morning.
And welcome back.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes.
Ayan, diba?
It's another Saturday. It's another
Yes, this
Saturday
is the
with
true
us.
reunion.
So
Nagtipon-tipon
I
ulit
hope
ang apat.
you will enjoy
Kompleto
what's
tayo.
here.
Welcome, Lucy, to the Love
Yeah.
Our series. This is the first time she's joining us.
Second time.
Yeah.
Kasi the last
after-
time we were all together sa Banding
Yeah,
with
after
Rio.
Oh, yeah.
several
Hindi,
series
dito
already.
Dito rin sa Love Hour, pero ano yon, hindi pa officially Love Hour series.
Yeah.
Oo,
Kaya
banding
nga,
siya,
yeah.
banding ka.
Banding
Under sa
siya,
banding
Banding
siya.
ka lang, yeah.
Yes,
Union
oo.
tayo. And
Yeah.
found out it's nice. So we started the series.
Yeah.
Kaya nga, no, the first time nag-join siya sa series, kaya welcome, Lucy.
Welcome. Yeah.
We've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
We were
Yes,
thinking
oo.
last time you will join ka na mangkot ka. Din ang link. We were thinking you will join us last time.
Nagpa-vaccine
Ayan.
ako
Why
sa
ka
Dog.
na? Oo.
Pero-
Why ka sulod? But it's
Pero,
nice you're here
here.
now.
I'll compensate
Here.
this time.
Ay, partners,
May
mga
na-notice.
partners, may na-notice ako. Oo.
Kaya nga, may
She'd
na-notice
apply,
ka.
She'd apply what we had discussed last
Kaya
nga,
Saturday
diba?
because she got a
Application
new
ka
look
agad.
now and she looks
Oy!
gorgeous.
Thank you. Si Lucy
She's
fan.
younger.
Oo,
She's
diba?
we miss
manager
you.
now. Oo.
Oo.
Lucy.
Glad si Lucy lately. Oo. How long na nag-blondie ang imong hair?
Yeah. This time it's
No.
longer.
Kaya nga, ako
Longer
lang
than my hair now, Lucy, ha?
Oo, Lucy's hair is longer than Mirna's.
Before
That's a record.
Before my hair was the longest. Okay.
Oo, kaya si Lucy na. Winter na si Lucy.
So she breaks
Hindi ako
already
ka-relate sa
the,
ilang topic. Puro hair.
she breaks already the record, by record of having the longest hair among us.
Yeah.
Oo. Grabe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ito, mga
sige na.
partners. Pero
Let's
interviewin
say
muna natin
hello to
saglit si Lucy.
people.
Interviewin muna
Let's
natin si
say
Lucy
hello
saglit.
to
Kamusta?
people.
How is life? Kasi matagal
Yeah,
kang nawala eh. Imagine,
especially during this
13
time.
episodes na tayo. Ngayon ka lang nagparamdam.
Yep. As to work, it's the same.
Excuse me for a while, ha?
Busy as me. As to family life and love life, it's improving.
So
Improving.
where you
Ayan.
based ano ka gani DILG or
Dole.
Dole.
DTI? Ay, Dole.
Dole.
I didn't get anything right. Dole, galit.
You didn't.
Sa Dole siya.
So
Ayan.
government
Kaya hindi siya masyadong
Lucy.
nakaka-joy. Yes.
Republic of the
Correct.
Philippines. Ako government man, but Sultanate of Oman.
Wow, government.
Ikaw, Reyna.
Oo.
Ikaw ang Reyna.
Kumusta?
Edwin,
How is
magandang hapon sa
government
inyo.
work life?
Okay.
Sino?
Hindi mo na
Sino
pinati
ako?
asawa mo.
Ikaw, syempre we are saying hello to you. It's been a long time.
Kaya nga bago tayo mag bago
Government
tayo
life
mag
is a struggle. It's a struggle because it's really public service in every sense of the word. Like you have to give up your family life and the word when the work demands you to be present, like what I have today. And there are a lot of times, especially during this time, COVID case, pandemic, we are really staying late at night. We go home. I usually go home at 8 o'clock or 7:30. That's the earliest time that I can go home because of bulk of work, and there are a lot of beneficiaries that we need to cater. So that's it. And again, there's always an event, a very important preparation and implementation of events, Congress, Summit, and a lot more. So the good side is that you're able to develop your skills.
Frequent your offices? Do people come over your offices and
Yes.
Kasi syempre during this COVID time, it's a scary thing when people, from different places come over. You'll never know, no, and what
we observe health protocols. We observe health protocols. However, you still cannot avoid, like you're dealing with your colleagues and you do not know. Ang concern dire hindi nga ang mga beneficiaries naman, because once we meet our beneficiaries, it's face to face, but we are using face shield, we are using double face mask, and there's a partition between us. So basically, even if they have COVID, in a way we are safe. The critical is that when we are in an office and we work, and that there are times that when you work, you begin to discuss, you tend to forget that you have to place your mask, or you tend to forget that you have to use face shield. Just like this. I mean, there are things that you no matter, because let's be frank about this. I cannot wear masks for 24 hours. For 8 hours. I cannot bear to wear mask. I cannot breathe if I use it for a longer time. So there are times that I would inhale and exhale just to be able to breathe fresh air. Hopefully.
Like us, kasi nitong semester na to, we started with face-to-face for bachelor students. On my first day of lecture, I was there wearing double mask. And by mga 5 minutes, parang hinihingal na ako. Like, the double mask was too much of a cover na parang hindi niya masustain na I was talking and everything. Parang akong nasusuffocate. So, after that, I decided N95 because with an N95, kahit isang mask lang. Even so, within like 30 minutes wearing it and talking and lecturing, maya-maya parang kukulang na yung hangin ko. Ano ba to? How do we survive this kind of thing? Yeah, because 2 hours ng class namin eh. We hold class for
And
2 hours. So
another
imagine how
thing,
you have
right? Exactly.
talking and writing on the board and everything. So it was really difficult. This situation, ah, kailan pa
At least we're
matatapos?
little by
Anyhow,
little improving. Okay, well, anyhow, today, our topic, ladies, okay,
ladies and
for the
ladies.
first time kasi
Ladies
may
and
nag-comment sa akin one time. Sabi niya, "Kuya,
Uh,
ilagay niyo naman ang topic ninyo para makaano kami, para maka-relate daw sila." Okay, so dahil may nag-request ilagay ang topic natin ngayong hapon is
agree
agree
or
ba kayo or
disagree.
disagree that love
Love is
is sweeter the
sweeter the
second time
second time
around?
around.
kwan na.
Ayan.
Sa'yo, real dyan, kasi ka pasimuno. Agree o disagree? Okay, ka pasimuno ng topic na yan.
Biglang
So,
ganon.
you're the first to answer.
Hindi.
Agree o disagree lang muna.
May nag-suggest lang sa akin. Ako usually, I agree.
Ay, dalawa lang nga. Ayun
Pero,
yan. Agree or disagree?
I agree. Pero, may pero, it,
No frozen.
I agree, pero you have to make boundaries. 'Di ba? I agree, pero you have to learn to make boundaries and apply the learnings. O, 'di ba? Kasi you have experiences, 'di ba? Reasons why nagkahiwalay, 'di ba? Pag bumalik ano 'yan? Rebound. Pag bumalik ano 'yan? Ay touch move, 'di ba?
Pero sa
So,
partner, sabi nga, bibigyan ng second
Sandali, yun yung
chance.
opinion niya. For the
Sige.
record,
Magkano lang. Sige. Ayun, basta yun. Pag
sige
binigyan
na.
mo ng
For the
second
record, real Janet.
chance, pag binigyan mo ng second chance, di ba yun ang
Wait.
second time na yun?
Si real Jan? Agree or disagree? Naputol ako eh.
Hindi, tanong muna ako
Disagree.
kay partner. Tanong muna ako.
Wait, real
Sabi
Jan
ko,
muna.
sige. Hindi,
Real Jan
tanongin
muna.
ko
Wait.
follow up.
Real Jan. Agree or disagree? Naputol ako kanina eh. Ang dami mong sinabi.
ulit mo eh. Sabi ko na nga ba, agree eh.
Agree.
Agree.
For the record ha. Agree na. Kasi gusto mo
agree.
nang sumagot
Pero may
eh.
ano siya.
Kasi
May
Agree or
limitation.
disagree?
second time around when you give a person a second chance. So agree din
Mm.
ako. Agree din ako.
Agree ka?
Wala mo nang discussion. No, agree.
Sige. Wala
Wala mo na discussion.
Sige.
Lucy!
Agree.
Agree or disagree? Love is sweeter the second time around. Waka audio.
Naka-off yung audio modus.
Audio.
Okay. If I were made to
Yeah.
choose between agree or disagree, it is agree. But however, if I were
yung
to follow
reason.
in one,
Wala mo na reason.
Wala mo ng comment.
Walang
Yun
if.
lang muna.
Walang
Wala mo ng comment.
sige,
Yung answer
I
mo na
agree.
agree or disagree.
Love
Agree
is
din.
sweeter the second time around.
Okay.
Ikaw, Lysette.
Sige, last. Lysette.
Disagree.
Disagree siya. Okay. Okay, so disagree.
Bakit?
yan
Lucy,
na.
bakit
Wala
may
na
agree?
Unahin natin yung
Sige na.
disagree.
Justify your answer, real John.
Ako. Hindi, ikaw muna.
Real,
Bakit ka
ikaw daw.
nag-disagree?
Ikaw daw.
Disagree
Hindi
ka.
by order.
Mahirap naman tong tagatanggap ng
Just
ako
you
ng
may
suggestion. I agree. Pero when it's the second time around,
conditional
you have to
agree
learn.
pala sa'yo.
Agree.
Hindi pala agree, kundi conditional agree.
Hindi. Agree ako. Provided you have to learn.
Condition nga. Provided eh.
Or, hindi.
It's
Diba?
because na lang. It's
Agree.
because.
Agree. Because you have learned something. You have learned something na made you a better person. It made you realize of the value of the person or that thing, biglang nagdating, hindi na person,
Pagdating.
of that person that you kinda ignored or took for granted nung kayo pa. 'Di ba? Oh, 'di
When you
tumahimik
say
kayong
kasi the
lahat.
second time around, dear, it's with the same person.
Kaya nga,
Yeah.
kaya nga,
Mm.
kaya nga.
With the
So,
same
kasi nga
person.
kasi nga nagkahiwalay kayo, 'di ba? Nagkahiwalay
Oh,
kayo.
Yung kaya
Nung
kanina
nagkahiwalay kayo,
nagkabalikan
you
kayo,
have
sweetheart?
nung nagkahiwalay kayo, you have realized na, "Ay, bakit ko siya pinakawalan? Bakit ko siya hiniwalayan?" 'Di ba? So, you have realized na, "I should have not done this. I should not have done that." 'Di ba? I have made a
But that
mistake, mga
realization
gano'n.
is from your part. It's not from the other party.
Both. It goes
both.
both
Oh,
ways.
both
Hindi
din.
naman
Oo.
puwedeng magkahiwalay kayo na walang agreement in both parties. Ano 'yan, one-way traffic, 'di ba?
Oh, sa'yo,
'Di ba,
Miens, bakit ka
Lucy?
nag-a-agree?
Okay, ako naman agree. Some of the answer was being answered by Real Jan a while ago. Wherein he said that, yeah, it's because you learn the importance of the person, you value the
Hmm,
person. Oh, tsaka yung nakikita mo yung, although syempre may mga negative na probably, but then this time you accept more of the
hmm,
person. Okay, at saka talagang yung ano mo, na-appreciate mo na more of the person. It's
of
because
course.
somehow nung nawala siya, hindi mo nakita yung ano yung mayroon parang kulang na when you give the person a second time, a chance rather, it's doon lalo nag-grow yung inyong love, yung inyong relationship more deeper and ano tawag dito, stronger than before.
Stronger.
Kasi
Hmm,
nakikita na ninyo yung ano nakikita na yung inyong ano, yung inyong mga loopholes before, yung mga mistakes ninyo, yung mga kakulangan ninyo sa isa't isa. Kaya medyo na ano na yun, nami-mend kumbaga, naaayos na ninyo. And so, it becomes more sweeter, stronger yung inyong relationship. Yun ang sa
oh,
akin.
'di ba? Good news
Sige,
to
si
hear that.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Si
Luz?
Lucy naman. Oh,
Love is
ito experienceado to sa mga sweeter na second time around to.
Love is sweeter
Hindi
the second time around. Alam niyo kung bakit? Because you will never go into another relationship with the same man if you have not talked things out, things over, talk things over. Like for example, ano mga issues ninyo before? What
hmm,
should you do now? There has to be a clarity on the past mistakes that you did, that you or and the other man did in the past, and you try to put an end to it. You need to face a closure to each one of the issues you had in the past, and for every issues dapat may conditions yon, dapat may
Conditional na siya.
agreement,
may
may every issue
resolution.
may
Parang
resolution
naging
na. And
contract na siya.
and
Agreements.
yeah, that's only one. That's only one.
Mm.
Second, there is such thing as love, and there is such thing as great love and true love. At times,
Oh,
love needs a vacation for you to be able to determine who is the most important in your heart. And it's something, it's a gift from God, and it's something that you will discover when you are alone, or when love is taking a vacation, so that the moment you meet again and you realize that no matter what, he is the man for you and you are the woman for him, you
malamang
will
'pag
have
nakikinig si
another, yeah.
Elvin ngayon, palakpak to the max si Elvin.
You love will become sweeter the second time around, and at the same
Hmm,
time, along the way, you begin to discover yourself, you begin
ah,
to discover who you are, and you also begin to enhance your spirituality, because
hmm,
a love will not be sweeter if you have not learned to love yourself more. Learn to love yourself more along the way. Love will only be sweeter when there is deep love sa self mo. Because it's like this, you attract who you are. So if you love yourself that much, you'll also attract men that will love you that much. If you
Mm.
love yourself less, you will also attract men who love you less. Again,
Malamang naka-freeze si
again,
Lysette,
it's
hindi
always
hindi na
like
gumagalaw
that.
yung cam niya.
Wala, hindi.
Pero like
It's always
ano,
like that. You attract who you are. So you
mm,
begin then to develop yourself. So when both of you are doing something along the way when you are apart, are doing something to discover yourself, to intensify your relationship to God. Everything will
mm,
follow. Your love towards each other will also blossom.
mm. Siguro ano lang, it does not just go with the same person. Maybe it is also true love is sweeter the second time around if you also can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We can hear you. I agree to that, Rob.
Okay, sige. It will also be applicable if you give yourself a chance to love again
Again.
after
Yeah.
Yes.
disappointment,
Mhm.
'di
So
ba?
that's why it's
If
because
you
siling sabi natin mga partners, it's we sometimes we need to breathe also. So
mm,
probably in the relationship, because yung time na yun, probably it's the time we're in, the feelings, the love probably should breathe also so that you would know
mm,
somehow. Oo, the
correct.
Yeah,
importance of each
yeah.
other, your feelings, you
Mm,
could understand both. It's because you had taken more of the air already and now you had realized.
mm, tama, 'di ba? Kasi like,
Yeah.
it does not I mean, if it's with the same person, right? If you were hurt by the same person, well, most probably I would go with Lysette, 'di
Yeah.
ba? Na
Mm-mm.
I
So,
won't I won't give the person a second time, a second chance because basically 'di ba last week sinabi ni Dens yung anak ko na nag-crash dito sa sa room, 'di ba? It's awkward, 'di ba?
LM.
No, it's
LM.
awkward and then you were hurting if the person can do it once, then that person can do it again,
That's sweet.
'di ba?
pero
If you
yun na
can
nga
do
sa
it
mga
once, then
partner,
you can do it again and again.
conditional. Conditional also if, kasi sabi natin giving, giving the chance, second time
Ah,
around sa person. So, sometimes it's the decision of both of you. So, if both party would
exactly.
agree that
Mm,
even if you had heard something like Lucy had mentioned a while ago, wherein you admitted and try, of course, to see the
mm,
negative one, tapos bigyan ng tuldok. Okay, kung
correct.
yung mga
Oo,
negative, then
forgive and
face,
forget.
oo. For yeah, tama 'yon. At least
Oh,
somehow if you want, if yun nga, kasi minsan hindi naman ibig sabihin na right and then you break up with the person, it's because you don't love the person anymore, but sometimes because of the hurt, 'di ba, because of the pain, because of the
mm,
circumstances that was being contributed to that. So sabi mo minsan, o sige, pahinga muna. Okay? O
mm,
kaya dito muna. Then until you realize, of course, sabi ko nga kanina, the importance, of course, of your relationship of both of you. At saka
mm,
doon na maka-value mo talaga. So that's why you give a chance not only to yourself but also to the person to to really yung maipakita din niya yung kaniyang sarili na kaya niya magbago. Kaya
mm,
niyang tuwirin yung kaya niyang straighten, of course, whatever mistakes and go into ang tawag nito yung yung relationship na yung gusto ninyo because you'd agree eh. Oh,
correct.
say,
So,
okay,
ako,
say
Ako na
it.
ba?
'Di ba?
Ako na
Okay,
ba?
sa
Wait.
disagree na. Sa
Sometimes it
disagree
does
na.
not really have to be the same kind of love. It might be magiging friendship na lang siya, 'di ba?
Hindi pwede. When you say like the second time around, you were together,
Really deep love.
you broke up, and you came back
Romantic
together.
love.
Yeah.
Oo.
Well,
It's not a
So is
friendship
it my
anymore.
turn?
It's not a friendship anymore. It's not a
Yeah.
friendship, but rather as a
Oh,
lovers.
Is
okay,
it my
sige.
turn now?
Oh,
Yeah,
sige
it's
sige,
your
na.
go.
turn,
Oh, si
Marcy. It's
disagree
your
na. Si
turn.
disagree.
Oh.
See, disagree. Why did I disagree? When
Ah,
before you enter into a relationship, there has to be like malakas yung feeling, no? You don't just go into a more formal relationship to be together if it's hapaw, right? So when you were together, you decided to be together, you spend time together, and upon spending time together, you realize some things, no? And some of these things are should be non-negotiables, kumbaga, no? The only way you will totally break up with a person if it's really you don't see eye to eye or agree on a lot of important stuff that really matter in a relationship. You don't just break up out of the heat of the moment. May mga ganyan naman yung parang, ayoko na sa'yo, break tayo, pero the next day, ano na. That's not love sweeter the second
Nakakataon
time
naman
around.
nun.
Sometimes you cool off, just take a break from each other, but it's not a total breakup, no? Pero when you say second time around, there should be a time element. That most probably pa, you were together, and then you were with another person, and then that person comes back. Usually, yan yung sinasabi nila. Pero ako kasi, I don't break up for flimsy reasons. I break up because there are really some things na I cannot stand a certain character or yung mga non-negotiables nga. So when I do break up, tapos feeling ko pa, for example, nakirelasyon siya sa iba immediately after me, and then he will come back. Ano yon? Tinesting mo ako, tinikman mo yun. Mas masarap pala ako. Parang ganon. Parang ganon ba yung feeling? Ay, nako. Kung masarap ako, di masarap din ako sa iba. Magkaroon din ako ng iba.
Pero siguro partner, depende naman na yun.
Pero in my life, I'm talking from my point of view. The question is from our point of view, right? So, in my life, I never gave anybody who I broke up with for a certain strong reason. I never gave anybody a second chance.
Okay. By the way,
Okay.
isa, hindi daw tayo masyadong marinig sa sa Facebook. Good morning kay Ricky. Pero Rick, maganda po sumali.
Good
Yung mga
morning.
kaibigan po natin ngayon sa yung mga kaibigan natin na joining us sa Facebook, no? I gave the link sa ating chat group dito sa chat group. Yun sa comment section dito sa Facebook. Join us po sa YouTube. Doon po tayo makipagsayahan.
Yeah, sige.
Dito sa
Sa
Facebook,
YouTube na lang.
mahina
Perhaps it's clearer there.
mahina daw yung audio sa Facebook. Pero maganda po sa YouTube. Kaya sali na po tayo sa YouTube. Ayan. Punta po sa YouTube.
Okay.
Real HR.
Nandito naman lang tayo sa greeting. I'd like to greet a special person, Sicilian Caballo Panizo. Happy birthday, girl!
Hi,
Happy
Cecil.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday ni Sicilian today.
Well, happy birthday, Sil.
Ayan.
Anyway, to go back to the topic,
Pero
syempre,
asawa mo,
no?
hindi mo ginreet. I said,
Ay, hello, my loves. Credit ko na siya kanina. Hello, my loves. Nanonood siya from Isabela.
Ayun. Si Lucy, asawa niya, hindi niya rin gin-greet.
Daddy? Hindi siya nanonood. He doesn't know about this yet. I haven't told Dad. Anyway.
Greet na lang kasi para
Well,
mapanood.
God, no.
Para pag nanood siya na offline,
The best
at least
friend.
how he could hear you.
Yan. Sige, Seth.
Well,
Go.
I-greet mo na rin, tapos ibigay mo ang link later para mapanood niya sa
Yan.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yun.
Sige. Daddy
Sabi-
Elvin. We are
O sabihin mo,
here.
Elvin.
Hi.
O sabihin mo,
Love you,
Elvin.
Daddy.
Hi, Elvin. I haven't seen you in a long, long time.
Hello.
Lucy,
Oh,
ibigay
pero
mo kay
ano pa,
Elvin ang link.
yung pagkano mo, top portion
Ibigay mo kay
students.
Elvin ang link
Lower
ngayon para
portion at
makapanood
lower
siya.
portion married women. Oh,
Ay, oo, no? Nasa baba yung
the
mga,
singles on
mga
top,
married,
the
sa taas
married
yung mga
people
single.
at the bottom, ha?
I never realized that.
Oh, balanse
Si Noriel
tayo
eh.
ngayon, ha? Balanse.
Wala si Noriel, wala akong kasama. Okay.
Anyhow,
Sige,
going back to the topic.
Going back.
Pero in a way, if I have to comment on other people, kasi I can only speak for myself, kasi di ko rin alam naman kung what was the reason for the breakup. Is it a really major reason or just a flimsy reason? No? If it's a flimsy reason, there may be a chance for a second time. But if it's a major reason, learn a lesson, girl. Humans tend not to change. Hindi, when it comes to habit or character, it will take a major upheaval for a person to totally change personality or character. So kung sakit niyo, parang bato siyang pinukpok mo sa ulo mo the first time, don't expect a miracle that he won't be the same or she won't be the same the second time around.
That's why I remember my teacher way back then when I was in college. She said that never let the person you do not push a person to change, but allow the person to change himself. Oo, kasi kung gusto
kaya nga, a person can only
tao,
change himself if something major happens to him or her. Yung mga major upheavals sa buhay. Kaya mag-iisip-isip siya, kailangan niya pala magbago. Pero if things like that never happen, don't expect a miracle na bigla siyang magbago. There are times na kunwari, parelasyon, at the onset, best foot forward, santo, santito, di ba? Pero as you go together, lalabas kung anong natural mo. You can only pretend so much. Correct?
Correct.
Yung parang pareho ng mga partners, sabi nyo kanina nga, yung let's say for example, another my third party or fourth or
if you can cheat on you once,
from the very beginning,
cheat on you twice, thrice, and many times.
If you knew from the very beginning na chick boy siya, okay, then you accept the person, tapos you give an agreement, mayroon kayong pinag-usapan. Then if the person breaks that, siguro somehow kasi yun nga, hindi pa nga kayo kasal, ginagawa na niya, how much more? Okay, whatever the reason would be, di ba? So iba naman 'yon. Pero kung ibang mga reason beside from that, probably you could give a chance to a person.
So sa'yo, ang non-negotiable mo is cheating.
Cheating.
Cheers. Pero may na-notice ka ngayon sa Twitter ni Lysette.
Twitter ko?
May na-notice ka ngayon sa may na-notice ka sa Twitter ni Lysette habang nagsasalita siya ng ganon?
Wala, hindi ko na-open. Sige, tingnan ko.
Hindi yung literal na Twitter.
Yeah.
Yung kanyang energy parang iba.
Very strong energy.
Parang iba compared to the usual na the usual phone. Parang grabe ang hugot niya ngayong hapon.
Pati nga yung aura niya, di ba sabi niya? Everything is
kasi di ba mahilig ako noon sa fling-fling lang, yung non-commitment, pero parang kayo, pero hindi kayo. Mahilig ako sa ganun kasi ayaw ko nga mag-commit. So when I do commit, it's something, no?
Parang gusto ko tuloy maniwala.
A big decision, no? Kaya pag purnada yon, talagang okay, goodbye, the next one.
Edwin, sorry to say this.
Comment?
Sige pa. Go.
Yeah. Can I make a comment? If it's the same person, depende actually. Ang pag-love is better the second time around. kung the same person, depende how your relationship ended. If
That could
if
be.
the ending
Yeah.
was if the ending was really the pain was very deep, I think in my case, I would share this. I had my first boyfriend before, and ang ending namin is very deep and very painful. He's considered dead. I mean, there will never be
Yeah,
another second chance.
something like
There
that
will
din
never
naman
be
ko. I could,
there will
pero
never be
naman,
another second chance. Kahit dalawa lang kami sa buong mundo na tao, there will never be as a second chance because it's really
yung mga
difficult to bring back
non-negotiable
the
ka nga.
trust. There are things that you really cannot repair. Well, you
Yeah.
can forgive him, you can let go of him, but I cannot trust you anymore. And the essence of
Yeah.
relationship
That's
is all about trust. I mean, love is not enough in a relationship. It is not enough. But trust is crucial for our relationship to last and to be able to sustain. But however, if you would want to begin, love is sweeter the second time around when you probably open yourself again to another person, not the same person, but to another person, and you learn the pains of the past, you learn from your experiences, then the second relationship will be a better relationship. And probably
I
the
think
second
agree.
relationship
Para
will be
ma-clear
with
sa
a
ating
new person.
ating viewers, loving again as
Loving again.
as versus loving the second time the same person. Kasi iba yun eh,
Yeah.
kung a person hurt ka, ayaw mo nang mag-love again, but you can love again with another person. Pero
Yeah,
pag sinabi mong
exactly.
sweeter the second time around, ang implication kasi, the same person.
The
Yeah.
same person.
It doesn't follow. It doesn't follow. Love is sweeter the second
O,
time around.
pwede.
Pwede rin.
Pwede
Pwede
siya,
din.
pwede siya a
Pwede
different
different
person.
Pwede na second,
But
pero
pwede
it's
different
another
person.
man. Oh, it's
Oh,
another
that's
person.
loving again. But
Yeah,
not
loving
not
again.
the love the second
Kaya
time
nga second
around.
time around eh.
Second time around, you go back to the point with the same person. When you say second
Hindi
time
naman.
around.
Hindi naman. Yeah,
No, but that's the implication when you say
I will
loving
agree.
the
I
second
will
time
agree with the
around.
two ladies.
It's about semantics, the meaning of the term. When you say loving the second
love
time
is sweeter
around,
the second
it's the
time.
same
Sige.
person. Loving
palitan natin.
again, from one person to another, you're loving again.
Hindi
Ganun
palitan
yun.
natin. Love is sweeter the second time.
Kasi sabi mo around eh. So the implication is the same
Wala lang
person.
around. Second.
Kaya
Pwede
nga.
the second time
Wala lang
or
around.
the second
Yan.
time
Umiba ang topic natin ngayon. Kasi yung agree and disagree na yun.
Suggestion lang naman yun eh.
We were
Suggestion
agreeing and disagreeing
Yeah.
on
Pero pwede.
loving
Kasi-
the second time the second person.
Hindi kasi.
Ano na yun? Null and void na yun.
Hindi kasi tatlo kami would agree na it does not mean if it's the second time around, it might
doesn't
also
mean it's the
mean
same person.
a different person. But the
Yeah, it
context
could
of
be a different
loving is
person.
still there.
Then don't use the word the second time. Why you can only love a second time? There could be third time, fourth time if it's a different person.
Yeah,
Loving
when we
again,
go back to our
gina-apply
second time
nyo.
around,
Love
So,
is sweeter again.
Okay, next time
Loving
mag-definition of
again.
terms tayo before starting
So
our show.
nag-off topic na tayo, nagkagulo-gulo na.
Yun, love is sweeter the second time
When
around. So,
anywhere you
it's the
go,
same
when you say love is
person.
sweeter the second time around, it's loving
It's
the same person again after
Yeah,
you broke
and
up.
again, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sige.
It's
Di
because
sige.
you're
Para
giving-
hindi magulo. Yun yung
you're
topic
giving-
natin.
You're
Ay,
giving the
We'll
Ibalik
talk
natin
about
yung
it
around.
some other time when after getting so hurt, sabi mo, tinakwil mo na ang pag-ibig. Ayaw ko nang magmahal. Ayaw ko nang umibig. And then, ching! Somebody comes along and you fell in love again. Iba na naman
That's
yun.
the second. Iba naman yun. Iba naman yun.
Yan naman yung
Pero
yung
it could
insist
be
ko
also
kanina.
na sweeter din. Na sweeter din, pero it's not on the same person. Pero
Hindi,
we're
pero
talking
like-
about second time around here.
Yeah, second time around.
So,
With
we
the same
knew
person,
that-
yan.
We're
Ah,
talking
let
about
us
the same
agree that it's
person.
with the same person.
We're talking about the
You
same
loved
person.
before, you broke up, you got heartbroken, and then that person came back or you went
Sige
back
na. Okay,
to.
okay.
Pero
Okay.
when we talk again that love is sweeter, the second time, it could be also. Yun.
Yeah, it could also be, yes, correct. It
Yes,
could also
but
be,
not with the same person. Iba
Ay,
naman
di
yun.
mali. Dapat disagree ka. Huwag kang umagree kung yun yung tanong.
Yung sa atin, yung second time around, agree ako.
ako rin,
With the
agree.
same person yan, ha?
Yeah.
Oh, with
We're
the same
talking about the
person,
same
yes.
person.
Oo. With the same person, yes.
Mm-mm.
And then, yung isang context ng love is sweeter the second
Clearer
time
than the
around
second
with
time.
another person, I would
Second
still
Ay, hindi
agree.
pwedeng with
No,
another
the
person ang second time
lang.
around. First time nyo pa lang.
Second time lang. So it means to say then that
How you can say second time if
Second
that's the
sige,
first
may
time you have
comment
a
dito.
relationship with
May
that
comment dito.
person? Wrong
may comment
English na,
dito.
wrong semantics pa.
grammar
Oh,
yan.
sige, okay. Ito, may
Guys,
comment
guys,
dito.
Clear ka.
May comment sa
Let's have
Facebook.
a definition of terms kita before we start.
Actually, Luz, amo naman sadya
Love
diri.
is sweeter the second time.
Oo.
So, ibig
Actually,
sabihin,
Around.
ibang
Yun yung
content.
agreement natin kanina.
Okay.
Ibang
Sige.
yun,
May,
ibang
may
content.
comment dito. May comment
Ah,
dito sa Facebook.
Sige.
Not all second chances are worth the risk.
Ah! He is with me. He ba, he or she?
Kaya naman disagree.
She.
Guys,
She.
Hello!
guys, actually, depende yun sa ending ng relationship ninyo. If you end, kung yung ending ng relationship ninyo before, hindi masyado, may mga reasons lang na pwede na tolerable, you can have love the second time around and sweeter the second time around. Pero kung talagang masakit yung ending ng relationship ninyo, kahit it's hindi lang sweet, hindi lang second time. Talagang totally
Sour
gone na
pa,
talaga yung
bitter
lalaki
pa.
sa buhay mo.
Oo,
Talagang
sour na,
considered dead
bitter
na.
pa, dead
No,
pa.
yes.
Ganon.
It might be the cause was you did not you did not forget what the person had done, and
Yeah, because
you had not
people
forgiven.
take
Yeah, it's because of the
associations.
because
We are
of the
very fond
pain.
of associating. No?
Mm.
Nag-associate tayo kaya nga, di ba, when you get hurt, when you see something, it reminds me of him or her. We
that's
associate
true.
things. So, much
Pero-
less kung yung tao na, you associate it with the reason for the breakup. Yeah, it's always in your mind, in your heart. So,
Kaya nga,
Pero,
even
Kaya,
if you
partner,
go into a relationship again with this person, parang meron kang always walls na. Parang parang gusto mong proteksyonan masyado yung sarili mo. You're so worried of the person na awkward na minsan, di ba? And that's not healthy for a relationship again, no? To flourish. Di
so
ba?
ibig sabihin lang,
Kasi alam mo, may
nagpapakita na
nangyari
hindi
na
mo,
before or reasons why you
Yeah.
broke up in the first place.
ibig
Even if you
sabihin,
get together, parang more often than not, we're not generalizing this is true for everybody, but more often than not, the relationship kind of like have this wall in between because each one is trying to protect each other from the, the reasons of the hurt in the first place. Kumbaga.
ibig sabihin, walang
Sa fans club mo.
walang true
Okay.
forgiveness.
Sa
Walang
fans club
true
mo ito.
forgiveness. Walang, tawag nito, walang trust na talagang nag-ano doon. Kasi hindi na ibig sabihin,
Hindi na trustworthy eh. How can you trust if it's...
Pero,
Oo.
binigyan lang ninyo yung pagkakataon for the sake probably, sige, hayaan mo na, baka.
Sige nga, tignan natin. May mga ganun eh, tignan natin kung nagbago.
Pero, nagbago.
May mga linyang ganon. Pero it's not sweeter.
Yes.
It's not gonna be sweeter.
Walang forgiveness, walang learnings, probably, walang deeper na relationship that took place. But rather, wala kasi hindi mo nakalimutan yung pain.
It's a waste of time for me.
Walang improvement.
Pero ibig sabihin,
diba,
kung sabi
walang
natin na
improvement.
binigyan mo ng second time, na chance, rather, you forget.
Hmm.
Sabi nga natin kanina,
Ay!
and
Ang daling sabihin, forget, darling.
Yeah,
It's always in your
but
mind when you see the
Eto,
person
isang
here.
comment.
very important.
Isang comment.
In order
Isang
for
comment
Sige,
na
may
naman
comment
ako.
daw. Comment.
Can I comment on this? Can I comment?
Sige.
No, may nag-comment daw sa FB.
Usually,
Let's read it.
Time out.
Yeah.
May nag-comment sa FB, malamang ito mapapalundan si Lysette.
Bakit?
Do you believe that once is enough for a man or for a wise man? Wise is too much? Hindi. Ang question niya is, do you believe that once is enough for a wise man?
Mm.
Tapos, wise is
Twice,
too much.
too much. 3
Don't
times is
wait for the
dangerous.
third time.
Ha?
Don't wait for the third time.
Ako nga, hanggang once lang talaga. Because I will never break up with a person unless, no, it's something really
Pero,
non-negotiable. We'll never,
Lucy.
kasi siguro, like I am with two of my exes, we're friends. We're even FB friends. We even say hello and greet each other. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year now, no? But if at that time, no, one actually, came running back after he broke up with his relationship after me. He came running back, but we became friends. But I never wanted to be back with him back like that.
Parang backpack lang. Si Lucy. Lucy was trying to say something.
Usually in our relationship, ang reason na hindi na pwede bumalik, na walang second time na sweeter the second time around, kung ang root cause is yung cheating. It's something that is not really
non-negotiable for most people.
Non-negotiable for mostly women. I mean, it's not only disrespect. It encompasses everything. It's
not only for women, Lucy.
It's something that you cannot.
Ang sa lalaki, pag yung babae ang nag-cheat, parang sampal sa ego nila yun.
And it's something that you cannot easily forget, even if you will have the relationship again. And if he cheated you once, the moment you're into a relationship with him again, you would think at the back of your mind, even if you're doing well, possible that he will do this again to me.
Yes, it's always gonna be your
Pero,
mind. Believe it or not.
Pero if you really love the person,
promise me that you will
not even. Even if you feel like you're passionate about this person, it's gonna be foremost in your mind. You're just counting the days. One of these days is gonna be cheating again.
Okay,
Parang yun yung
if you really love the person,
Like
if you really love the person, you're willing to give the second chance.
Katangahan na yun, Reels.
You do not give the person a second chance if you just would want to help him. You give him a second chance because you truly love him. And you forgive him.
Because you love the person, so you're willing to give another chance.
Because in a relationship, at times, there's a love, there's true love, and at times there is great love. You'll find a man that you love, but you'll find a man you feel great love. So, it might be great love. If it's great love, you always give a chance for a relationship to work.
Kaya nga, you give a chance. Kaya nga, di ba? You give another chance. Kasi we all make mistakes.
Kasi
diba? We all make mistakes.
It depends on which point of view, Relje. If you're the one cheated on, that's not easy to say. But if you're the one cheating, hey, that's a different thing.
That's also another reason.
But if you're the one who is
reason.
on the losing end, and you give this person a chance, tama ka na.
Di ba?
Natangahan na yun. Kumbaga, kung tinanggap mo pa rin and everything, nagpakatanga ka. In-accept mo na yun.
Yun nga
nagpakatanga ka na.
I disagree.
Hell or high water, tanga ako sa love. I'll give this person who hurt me and cheated on me a chance and be together.
It's not just giving him a chance. You set conditions before you have a relationship with him
Most
again.
people
You
do
bring
that.
you meant before you meant.
And
Diba?
the
You set
Before you
people,
meant.
the
conditions. Kaya
other
nga.
party can always say, yes, I'll change for you, blah, 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 blah. But sa ikaw, sa sarili mo,
Ang lalim
kaya
ng
mo nga binigay
hugot
ang
ni
kondisyon
Lysette.
na yan out of fear. Out of fear that he will do it again. That's why you set those conditions, right? And that condition will be like a wall in between you.
Well,
When
it
he'll
depends.
try to break
It
that
depends on how you
condition
view
again.
it. Kung hindi kayong if both of you are not willing to work it out together, then the pain would
And
really be
most
there. Yes, but if both of you are willing to work it
Work,
out together, then those conditions might work.
will
Take
help.
note, might
might
work.
lang.
Correct.
It
Might
is very
work.
rare.
But kaya nga, it's very rare, but it can still work. Diba? So,
For a
I would
few.
agree with
For
Lucy.
a few. It works because the other person accepted na magpakatanga na siya,
No,
will turn a blind eye whenever
No.
the
No.
cheating
Hindi na
happens
kailangan
or this
magpakatanga.
Kahit
non-negotiable
disagree,
happens.
na sasabihin mo na
Oo. Parehas yung mga battered women, di ba? They continue to be in that
Iba naman
relationship.
yun. Seth.
What I mean
Iba
is,
naman yung battered women.
there are characteristics in the other person. Kunwari noon, mag-on pa sila. Alam niya nang sinasaktan siya. And then later on, no, balikan niya
Seth.
rin. O, di ba?
No,
Yung may mga
we are not
non-negotiables
talking here.
na inaccept nila
Seth.
and went
Okay.
back to the
May
relationship.
I-
No?
I say something? May I
Kasi
say
feeling
something?
nila, love nila.
Hindi.
O, tinanggap
Seth.
nila.
Okay.
Oh,
May I say
nagpakatanga
something?
sila.
Okay. Mag-comment ako pwede.
Mm,
We are not talking here about women, about battered women here. Because for me,
No. What I mean is, I just cited that example because
Time out.
yeah,
ang akin is ang for normal. I mean, normal relationship na ang babae hindi sinasaktan physically ng lalaki. That is our topic here. That is the limitation of our topic here. Kasi kung yung babae na sinasaktan ng lalaki, at least, it's another story. It's another topic for our next.
yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is,
Hindi.
what is, kunwari, ang tao,
Time out. Okay.
mag-on
Now,
pa lang, ano?
when you say-
Nananakit
when
na
you
siya.
say-
And we break up with this person, for example. It's one of the reasons why people break up.
Okay,
Right? Yes
wait.
or no?
Time out.
Oo, kasi may naka-boyfriend ako ng ganun eh.
Time out. I agree with
He
Lucy.
hurts people,
Kasi-
yeah?
Kasi, wait.
Oh,
Pag sinabi
you
mong
are so nice.
battered women, okay? Pag
No,
sinabi
it's
mong
not like
battered-
that.
Hindi,
What I'm
wait.
saying is,
Can you please listen for a while?
okay,
Definition of terms tayo. Ang saya ng topic. No, kasi like, if we say battered, it does not only go with women or men. It does not only go with women. It also goes with men. Kasi may mga husbands din na battered, di ba? Pero, pag sinasaktan mo na yung partner mo, neutral tayo para walang sex,
babae o
gender
lalaki.
issue.
Okay, fine.
Pag sinasaktan mo na yung partner mo, physically, doon na papasok yung katangahan. Okay? But
Yeah, that's why.
Kaya nga, pero we are not talking about physical brutality here. Okay?
What I was trying to point out was,
Probably,
there are reasons for a breakup. Right?
She is only
For
pointing
example,
out
that
one
was the
of the major
reason.
reason.
That was the reason
Yeah.
that you were physically hurt.
Yeah, katangahan naman
And
na
that
ngayon.
was the reason you broke up. And this person again comes back to you. Will you give a second chance? But if you do, then katangahan nga. Oo, yun yung punto
physical
ko.
brutality na siya. Okay? Pag physical brutality na siya, talagang katangahan na siya. Okay?
Yun ang punto ko.
Kaya nga.
Iba naman yung usapan na yan.
Oo. It's a different session. But what we are just
What I
talking
mean
here
is, we are talking
hindi
about
siya-
love the
walang
second time
brutality.
around. No, you love this
Walang
person,
brutality
sinaktan
na
ka
nangyari.
physically na. Oo. Babalikan mo pa ba?
Walang-
Is it among the reasons you agree second time around, sweeter?
Oh.
For me, no.
Pag may
Definitely
brutality.
not.
Pag may brutality, Kasi ibang usapan yung brutality. Siyempre lahat tayo does not want to be physically hurt, 'di ba? So,
We want to
ang
be
top
loved, care,
oo,
di ba? O,
kaya
ganun
nga.
yun eh, ang ano natin eh. Pero
Oo.
kung
So,
mag ano pa lang kayo, ano tawag nito, hindi
Oo
pa
nga,
kayo
mag-on pa lang kayo,
married.
sinasaktan ka
Mag-on
na.
pa lang kayo,
Love the second time
sinasaktan.
ibang
around
usapan na
pa.
yun.
Ibang
Ibang
usapan na
topic
yun.
na
Hello?
yun. But we are
Ibang
just more
usapan
of
na
the
yun, ha?
emotional.
Oh.
Emotional pain
No,
lang
no.
siguro tayo.
It's gonna be like also narrow-minded to think that the reason for breakups are only about emotional.
Yeah, I do agree also, Reels, that there are cases, of course, beside probably from cheating.
We're
One of the
talking about
major
love
probably
man
is,
kaya and
yung
relationship and then
sinasaktan
coming
ka.
back to
Kasi
that
kung
same
ako,
person. What if the
nasasaktan
Kaya nga.
reason
ako,
was physical
talagang
hurt,
lalaban
not just
ako.
emotional hurt? Oh,
Lalaban talaga
babalikan mo pa
ako.
ba yun?
At saka
I
hindi
disagree. To the maximum degree
Maria.
ako.
Kasi kahit sa tatay ko, hindi ako nakatikim ng hindi ako nakatikim
Kaya
ng
nga.
cheating.
Oo.
Pero sa nanay ko, probably, pero sa tatay ko, hindi. So, we're in. It
Diba?
just proves
It's a
that
non-negotiable
na
thing. Never will I give the
ikikare
second
ka.
chance.
Mhm.
Oh.
But
So,
aside from
but then, what we
brutality,
are trying to say here is,
aside
what
from
we're trying to
brutality,
say here is, kung ready ka, at saka kung gusto mo talagang bibigyan ng yung isa't isa sa inyo ng chance, of course, sabi natin kanina, you're willing, of course, to accept again, yung mga before negative, probably you do discuss kung ano yung kasunduan ninyo. Then if ever na hindi naman mag-workout, so 'di ba?
wala.
It can be a cause again for the final breakup. But if it would work, yun yung nga sabi nila, it would somehow be sweeter than. Why? It's because you had realized yung mga shortcomings ninyo, yung mga hindi dapat at dapat gagawin na para mag-grow nga yung relationship ninyo, at saka yung love ninyo mag-depend pa rin. Yung parang ganon.
I'd like to note this. I'd like to know this. Love will only be sweeter the second time around kung dalawa kayo na-enhance niyo ang
it
spiritual
should be
life
a
niyo.
partnership.
Ang spiritual life ninyo na-enhance ninyo. At yung self-love ninyo na maximize ninyo.
That's
However,
why
when one of you, ang spiritual life is lacking, at yung self-love hindi na-enhance, it would be difficult to achieve the love as sweeter the second time around.
that's why nga sabi nga,
Okay.
allow
So it's
God to
all
be the
about you.
center of your
Like itong
relationship.
sinasabi ko, I love you, but I love myself more. So in order to make a relationship work at maging happy kayo and ma-achieve yung love is sweeter the second time around, dapat at that time na nag-meet ka mo for the second time in your life, you're able to love now yourself in a deeper way. And at the same time, you're
Okay.
able to enhance your spiritual life in a deeper way. And so is true with the other person.
Okay. Well, there you go, friends. Ang ganda ng topic natin ngayon. Muntik na kaming
Saya
Wala
na.
ba
muntik
akong
na kaming
last words?
magsinabunutan nito.
Oh,
Okay.
last word.
Pero
wala
ano,
na akong last
last
words.
few words. Last few
Last
words.
few
Okay.
words.
Sa
Last
akin
few words
naman
natin
is,
bago ako mag-recap.
when you go into a relationship, don't just break up just for any other reason, no? Try to work it out. You try to work it out and resolve whatever issues you have first, no? When the issue hindi talaga kayo mag-meet eye to eye, hindi talaga ma-resolve, then that's when you consider breaking up. Okay? Kumbaga, when that person comes back to you, always ask yourself kung yung non-negotiables mo ba andun pa rin. Yun pa rin ba magiging issue nyo in the future? Then don't give the second chance. But if you have seen that the person has matured, you have matured, perhaps, no? You've seen changes in him, realistic changes, no? Not expectant pa lang, no? Yung mga ganon, perhaps you can think it over. But me, if it's a non-negotiable thing na nag-break up kayo, naku, Diyos ko, think of it 2 times, 3 times, 100 times before you get back with this
70
person, no?
times 7.
Otherwise, you're in for another heartache. Okay? So you
Okay.
always go back to how your relationship was before you consider going back and having a relationship with this person again. Okay?
Okay.
Love yourself naman, no? Think about whether you want to go into a relationship and end up heartbroken and disappointed once again, no? So be kind to
Okay.
yourself.
Okay. Lucy,
Sa
last
akin naman,
words.
sige.
Nakamute
Wala
ka.
siya. Nakamute ka.
Nakamute ka, Luz!
Ito lang. Ang sasabihin ko, love is in a way, in love and in business, it's always a yes and a no. If love is there, both of you will fight. You will really fight for it. And secondly, strengthen your spiritual life. When it is strong, everything else will follow. Kahit anong painful pa, anong sama ang ginawa ng tao sa iyo, but if his spiritual life has improved and his self-love has improved, at the same time ikaw rin, I think there is a way. I mean, to forgive kasi it takes divine intercession. It's
That's true.
difficult to forgive. It's difficult to forget. It takes divine intercession to do that. So, um, kung sa ating mga single or married but without kids, it's okay. We can just let go. But we also think of women who have kids. Women na kailangan nila ang support ng kanilang husband sa pag-raise ng kids. And usually they would go. It may not be sweeter the second time around, but at the same time they would risk having having a second relationship with the same man again, na father ng kanilang anak. But it's just like that. Love your man, but love yourself more. It is the only secret, one of the many secrets, to be able to sustain your married life and to be able to sustain your relationship, lovers relationship, or even friendship.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mears.
Sa akin naman, sabi ko, may mention ako no, na make God as a center of your relationship. Okay, then, whenever you wanted or you think of breaking up with the person, you think first, okay, or go back first to the first time wherein you feel in love with this person. Okay, and evaluate yourself. Okay, tanungin mo kung ano yung mga kakulangan mo, bakit nawala? Kung sinabi na medyo nawala o kaya ano yung naging result ng problem, of course, then probably kung ma-realize mo that somehow you had also contributed kung bakit mayroon yun na na chance na magbe-break kayo ng tao. So kung babalikan mo kung bakit mo siya inibig, kung bakit mo siya nagustuhan, probably you could work out again. So, yun lang po.
Okay, very well said.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies. There you have it, my dear friends. No, ang ganda ng topic natin ngayon, no? Pero mind you lang po mga kaibigan na hindi po kami nag-aaway, ha?
Awa,
Hindi
yes.
po kami
Just
mag-aaway
a
dahil lang.
discussion po.
Passionate
Ganun,
lang. Passionate
ganun po kami.
expressions.
Alright? Yeah. Sanay
Yeah,
na
we're
po
just
kami
kami
sa
mga
kanyang mga
expressing
usapan.
here.
Okay? So,
Tapos mga
mga kaibigan, napakaganda po ng usapan natin ngayong hapon. Okay? But if you happen to watch this after the live show, do not be shy po na to share your opinion, to share your insights about our topic today, and don't be shy po to also suggest what you would like us to talk about. Just leave it po sa ating comment section. Okay? And I would like to invite all of you tomorrow po sa Bonding with Reels. Napakaganda po ng topic natin. Now, we would be talking about holistic MD plus emotional intelligence equals happy life. Kung naalala niyo po, last July, may topic po tayo na emotional intelligence together with Dr. Garibay. Ito po yung isa sa mga students niya. No? Would be talking about holistic MD with our lifestyle, and so much more, no? So bukas po 'yan sa Banding with the Realge, no? And of course, sa mga kaibigan po natin na gustong makipagtsikahan or makipag-osyoso kung ano pong mga nangyayari at mga pinagagawa po ng kaibigan nating si Lysette doon sa Oman, ano po sa YouTube channel niya, Livey Cat. Okay? Yan. Ilang
Just,
Saturdays rin natin ito na napaplug yung Livey Cat, no?
oh,
Okay, and
I
then of
haven't
course,
gone out in a long time kaya hindi ko siya na-update, no?
yeah, right. But anyway, yeah. So if you'd like to see the beauty of the place, no, punta lang po sa Livey Cat. And for those who are also fond of relaxing music, all music pa, no? So J Hudilia TV lang po. Sa pinaka-page ko dyan sa YouTube, may konting link po doon. No? You just click that one and you'll be channeled sa J Hudilia TV for more relaxing music. Okay. Well, friends, there you have it. Sana po nag-enjoy po kayo. Ano
Yes
po?
po.
And sa mga hindi po nakapag-subscribe dyan, baka naman po pwedeng pa-click nung konting icon dyan na may dalawang pusong naghawakan sa lower right. Okay? And then also click the notification bell so that you will be updated, no, sa mga live natin at sa mga future topics natin dito. And as we would always say, the Lord has always told us, God loves us yesterday, He loves us still, He always have, He always will. Okay, hanggang sa ulitin po. Magandang hapon.
Yes.
And
Thank you
see you
once
again
again for
tomorrow.
Yes.
watching us.
Thank
And
you
God
for
bless you. Keep
Bye,
safe
watching.
for
ladies.
everyone.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Love you, mahal. Bye-bye.